Now, for our second game of pattern block fraction bingo. The paper for this was emailed to you earlier, but the summary is that we randomly kind of made a bingo card by putting 12 different values on the 24 spaces, each one twice, so there's 24. We're going to roll two four-sided dice using the little code up above and make a fraction using the numbers rolled. For example, if we roll a 1 and a 2, that would be either this fraction. How much is a green compared to a blue? So that would be a half, and we can mark off a half somewhere. Let's pick this one. Or we could put the blocks the other way and say, if now what is considered a whole is a green, how much is the blue worth? And a blue is 2 greens. So that's how I choose to do things. I can mark off my 2. And we'll keep going until someone gets bingo. I'm going to lift up the camera so that you can see at least some people here. And you don't get to see their bingo cards, but they have their own bingo boards they're working. Okay, someone roll dice and we'll see what to do. Three and 4. So we have a red trapezoid and a yellow hexagon. If we put the red trapezoid on top, what fraction do we get?
1/2.
1/2. It covers half of the bottom number. That's what's a whole. If we did the other way around, the yellow hexagon is how many trapezoids?
1/3.
No,
Oh,
2. It weighs as much as 2, right? One on the top and one on the bottom. So I could do a 1/3 or a 2. I'm gonna pick a 1/3. What did you roll? 1 and 4. So if we put the green on top, how much of the yellow is a green? 1 out of 6. It would take 6 of these to cover the yellow. So I'll cover the 6. Haha, bingo is coming. If I did it the other way around, how many greens is a yellow worth? If this is a whole, how much is this giant thing? 6 of them. So you could do 6 or 1/6. Yeah. Two 4s. So if I have one of these and another one of them, and how big is the top compared to the bottom? A whole. Any fraction with the top and bottom are the same is equal to 1, because the top is 1 of the bottom. Doesn't matter if I flip it this time.
One-third.
So a green and a red, that would be 1/3. Or if I flip it, what would I get?
3/1.
3/1.
So we could do 3, 2.
Yes, you could do a 3 or a 1/3.
One and 2.
1 and a 2. So the green is half of the blue, or the blue is as big as 2 greens. So 1/2 or 2.
Okay, 4 and 4.
4 and 4. So again, something the same top and bottom, that doesn't give us any choices.
We have 1 and 2.
But you did last time. So again, half of the blue, or the blue counts as 2 of the greens. The bottom number is like our basis for comparison. 1/2 works for me.
Oh, that's a number. Can we do it again?
You got 4 and 4 again.
You got 4 and 4. Well, there was a rule we haven't mentioned yet.
Oh,
This second game, that you can save pieces for later, which is why they have a bucket of pieces, if you can see in the tiny little window.
Oh, yeah.
So you can just take some yellows, because both of our ones are covered up, and set them aside for a future turn to get exactly what you want for the bingo.
You got 1 and 1.
So we have 2 triangles. How will I get bingo, knowing I have 2 triangles to work with and also 2 yellows from last turn?
Well, I have 1 6 on my board and 2 6s, so I could do 6 or 1 6.
Yes, so we can take the yellow one and use 1/6 that way, or make this be on the top. 2 6 if I do it this way.
Or you
So you can make 1/6, you can make 2 6 because we have some pieces saved up. I can do it this way and say 6 over 1 is 6 and get my bingo. I'm surprised no one else got bingo last turn.
You got 2 and 2.
2 and 2. So you might have some yellows or greens saved up, and also now there are 2 blues available. Can anyone get bingo using pieces you have saved up and maybe these 2 new blues?
I don't have bingo in.
No.
But I can use 2 6.
2 6. So you're doing a blue and a yellow to make 2 6. Because each one of these pieces is a 6, and you have 2 of them.
I got 1 and 2 again.
1 and a 2. Okay, there you are. You can cover half of the blue. You could do the other way, 2 over 1, and you might have some other pieces left over to use also.
Oh.
So a blue and the yellow with rolling a 2 and a 4. So that could be 1/3. You're covering 1/3 of the yellow. It could be 2 6. It could be 6 over 2. What would that be? How many blues make a yellow? If the blue is counting as 1, the yellow would be how much if blue is 1.
I don't know.
4, 5.
So 1, if blue is 1, yellow is 1, then yellow is 2. Then we need another one. So we could make this into a 3, right? If blue is 1, then yellow counts as 3.
Okay.
So you could cover a 3, you could cover a 1/3 the other way, or you could even cover a 2 6, because if you're thinking in terms of 6, that's 2 of them.
One and 1.
Lots of greens. Use a green with something else you have. I'm surprised there's no bingos.
1 1. That's what we did, no? One whole, however, one whole. Which of the pieces did you have set aside from previous terms? But that one did. So you would make. I mean, a 3, 6, there's 6, so cover 3 of them. There's 3, 6. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. Well, we might do that.
So Jose wanted 3/6. So if that counts as 1, he had a blue saved up from before. And a green, so that's 3 of the 6. So he gets bingo too.
I lost.
Maybe you have bingo.
So,
No.
which pieces do you have to work?
Yeah.
You have that. You can get bingo
This
for this one. 2/3.
one.
If this is a whole,
Mm.
that covers 2 parts.
So what Nikki just did is if this counts, if this counts as a whole, then she could cover,
Probably was there, you take the one.
she made 2 of the 3, 2/3 there, right? That's the top, that's the numerator, and these 3 were the denominator. Yes, if you thought you could only use 2 blocks at a time, then it takes longer.
Yeah.
We got that one.
Okay, now we all know this and can play it at home.